Here we go. It's your boy Rio. I'm here with the big homie. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's your boy Megabucks, you know what I'm saying? CEO Beezle Inc, you know what I'm saying? Legendary for the 263, cartel. We did it in 99, but 96 through 99. That's what really put me in the game when I solidified my style and really started, getting into music, the music industry, you know what I'm saying? Really, I was always rapping. Like when I first started, I had a couple of different names. I really started with
Before we get into that, let's go to who Bucks is. Where Bucks from? Where Bucks grew up at?
Union Heights, aka the Hype, you know what I'm saying? 8th Street, you know what I'm saying? That's
for the people who don't know, that's motherfucking North Charleston,
North
right?
Charleston. Well, the whole North Charleston was called Charleston Heights at one time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's North Charleston right now, but you know what I'm saying? It's Union Heights, that's the hood. I've been in a lot of different hoods, but Union Heights, that's where I was born and raised, you know what I'm saying? From 2 or 3 generations of my family, right there, Union Heights,
All right. What school did you go to? If you want to.
Well, I went to. How far you want to go back?
Oh, I want to go back to the beginning. Let's start high school.
High school, North Charleston Elementary. Unfortunately, I went to prison, county my senior year, so I didn't graduate.
Right.
So I got my GED in '93 in prison. South of Watery. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So not even. I don't even want to talk about the actual why you went to prison and shit,
Yeah.
but. What kind of influence or led to the decisions that would have such a young man having to even go through a situation like that? Like, what's some of the things that was going on in your environment at that time?
I mean, our generation, the generation I came up in, is about being self-sufficient. You had parents that worked so much they couldn't see you, and it wasn't. You had the parental figures, but they had to work to provide.
Right.
And they couldn't be there to watch you 24/7. And them not being there to watch us, we was able to run the streets and fell in love with the streets, and we wanted to be our own person, our own independent being. We didn't want to be a burden to the struggles they had going on. So that's what really pushed us in the game. Your family was struggling, but you had enough to sustain. But when it got to you wanted this and that, you had to go out there and get it yourself. Because, Cass was working like 14 years old, you could have actually get a job. You could have been a bag boy or something, something like that, back then.
Right.
So, everybody was more about having their own. And we was individual, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, it wasn't no music game. You know what I'm saying? Everything was up north. Everybody who was rapping, Skip Ski, Double D's, Royal Qualities, these cats who was out in the 80s. It was a handful of rap groups, but everybody had a East Coast style. So me coming in the game, maybe the late 80s, you know what I'm saying? I was a young cat. I didn't really had a demo and none of that stuff like that. I used to go to local records when it was on Rivers Avenue.
Yep.
And get the beat tapes or get the single CDs and erase their songs and record my own. I had a $20 Radio Shack mic, big speaker where I played a vinyl off, and my first thing I ever recorded, an EP called Life of a Player off of Barcades instrument. I took the Barcades little EP album and I rapped over the whole entire album, just straight freestyle.
And this was in the late 80s.
This was in the late 80s.
So rap didn't. For one, rap was in New York, and I know the information didn't travel like how the internet, like how it's so quick where things just catch on. So I know that it had to been like some type of. How did a dude in North Charleston, South Carolina, come up with that? How was the influence to even start rapping at a time where rap was? It wasn't what it is now.
Rap was more fun. You know what I'm saying? It was more fun. And then, we was in the street, especially, late 89, 90, we started getting the dope game.
Mm-hmm.
So we was in the street, and it's pretty much passing the time with you rapping about what you saw.
Right.
And then I was more influenced by West Coast music.
Right. All right.
You had E40 and all them cats, they was out back then.
And that makes sense because
and Charleston was more to underground music, street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was, the Heavy D's and, I had a lot of Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, but it really wasn't on something I more could understand, because they wasn't talking about the dope game. It was only a couple of rappers like Mob Style, you know what I'm saying, some cats like that who we used to listen to from the East Coast that was kind of relating to the stuff we was doing down south.
Right.
And more or less E40 and, you know, the West Coast cats was talking about getting money and, you know, the drug game and stuff like that. So that was my major influence back then. You know, I loved the East Coast rap, but I was so geeky at the time. The rappers who was out in Charleston wasn't rocking with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had Shrimp them came along. They was the flavor at that time. You know, Skip Steedham was the first cats I ever saw that had press a cassette, because there wasn't even no CDs there. They had to press a cassette. That's when everybody used to be at the King Street Palace with Gilliard Auditorium, you know, stuff like that. They was the opening act for Heavy D and anybody else who came through. And I was a dope boy, so I couldn't really get them cats to take me serious. They'll buy drugs from me.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take me serious as a rapper, so it got to the point where I just started just doing tapes for fun. And I was on, this had to have been 91, 92. I was on Bayside, you know, and I started recording in my own house and started selling tapes like that. I had 100-minute tapes I'd buy from Kmart. I'll put 2 of my songs on there. Just, you got a 100-minute tape where you could put anything else you want on there. Plus you had my 2 original songs, but it really wasn't original because I was rapping over any instrumental I could get my hand on. You know, so, and cats was buying it for $5. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really made me started.
So basically the entrepreneurial spirit has always been there.
Oh yeah. I had a cousin who drawed the cover. We would actually, like I say, we go in local and get the cassettes, put the cotton, you know, little cotton balls in the paper in the corners and record them.
TDK, baby.
Put it in the case that it came in, put all our little covers out. We cut them out of paper and put them in there. And Reynolds wrapped that shit. We were serving it along with dope, weed, wherever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? And just we were just doing it for fun. We didn't know it would go nowhere like that. You know, it wasn't until like late 90s when I see damn shit start formulating, because, you know, Anthony Baxter brother, Kevin Baxter, he was the first cat to get me into a real studio. Like he had a studio set up with ADATs, and my first time seeing a reel-to-reel. And
you remember the name of the studio?
No, he was actually recording in his house. He had a whole full studio set up in the attic on San Susie at his mom's house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they had a band called Baxter Max. He recently passed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. For those who don't know, can you tell them who Anthony Baxter is?
Anthony Baxter was, you know, he was a big DJ, you know, at WPAL, and he was an actual one and only VJ we had. Mm-hmm. You know, he had a video show.
Loved it. Video jams, right?
Video, yeah. He showcased us, and he allowed us to come on as 263 back then. You know what I'm saying? He was the VJ who gave me a start. He really wasn't into rap music. He was in the gospel. That's how I got with his brother Ralph. His little brothers introduced me to him, and he introduced me to the other brother, and I recorded my first actual 2 songs. I had a song called Nigga Like Me, where I rapped over. I had his brother replay Freddie's Dead. I told him this is what I wanted, but he replayed it on the keyboard, looped it, and let me go.
Right.
Like I say, I run the hook, the verse, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know nothing about. Really, I lie. I only think I had a hook. I think I just been rhyming, and I put it out in the streets. Cats like, okay, yeah, you know, you fuck, because I was so geeky. Cats like, yeah, we talking about street shit, and he geeky as hell. But you know, the rap community that was out at that time, they really wasn't rocking with me. They figured that geeky shit wasn't gonna go nowhere, ain't gonna sell nothing. And then it was, you know, by a stroke of luck, ran into T-Mac, you know, what everybody know as 263, because we was all individual artists coming to record at my partner Beach spot. You know what I'm saying?
Around what time was this? Like what?
This was 97, 96, 97. 97, because I was fighting the kids in 97.
Did Mac already have the record label going?
No.
Okay, actually, so go ahead. All right.
At that time, Beach had the record label. It was like 97. BMD Records was the original name. He had Top Authority was his first artist. You know what I'm saying? And the Feds came through. He got snatched up. All us was recording at his spot. You know, we ended up going to another guy's spot. He had an incident where something happened with him, so that's pretty much the studio fell in our lap.
Right.
And Mac made the move and like, okay, we already here recording. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to team up and do something? And that's when we formulated 263 because the lawyers like you can't use BMD or nothing because there was, you know, conspiracy shit like that. So we like, okay, we went with the full code for 263 and we started recording. You know, a bunch of songs we recorded, we had DR5 beats. We had Beach One, Beach Cousin used to be our main producer. And Baby Bone, you know what I'm saying, he brought Joe Lexus in. And Joe Lexus had a rolling 303 groove box. We didn't know what the fuck that was at that time. Like I said, we were still transitioning from the street to the music shit. Right. We still didn't know this shit was gonna go nowhere. You know, before Pooh died, before everything got started, his plan was to bring the city together and bring local rappers and try to make stuff happen. I just happened to be rapping, you know what I'm saying? And just so happened when we started getting everything formulated, we brought Cash Money down. We met them and they started taking us on the road with them just to get the feel of, you know, that's what y'all want to do, because they knew what we was doing. They're like, well, if that's what y'all want to do, come check it out. You know, they introduced us to 3-6 Mafia, a couple of other people, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, okay, if that's what y'all want to do, check it out. You know, get it started. At that time, we ain't had no fucking album out. I didn't even have my name yet.
Right.
I actually got my name. Me and Mac had, we was a duo. Billionaire Players was our name. We was supposed to do a song with Baby and Manny Fresh when they was, you know, just started with the big timers. And in the song, I said something about, you know, they call me Mr. Jason, aka Megabucks, and Mac's like, man, you need to roll with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, because the rap shit was still brand new to me. Right. I was more, like I said, I was more influenced by West Coast, Midwest music. So at that time, in the late 90s, my music was more horrorcore and shit like that. I made a song with Mac called Made Niggas, and I saw Odom Boy, Aggie, you know, down the dirty, everybody outside the booth going crazy. I'm like, damn, that's the type of shit they want to hear.
That's the type of shit they want, but
like just talking, because Mac was like, man, break down your life, man. Stop rapping about, you know, because I've been in prison, I've been in and out of prison, so a lot of my music was dark. Yeah. And more fuck the system type of shit like that, and a lot of people can relate to it, but that wasn't how I was loving. Then Mac's like, man, you know, talk about how you loving, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't go with the dark music, you know, represent for the cats out here getting money. And I started doing that, and that's how Megabucks were born. You know, we fuck around and we did T-Mac, but we had two versions of the album. The first version of the album, when we sent it to Baby them, they didn't really like it because we had DR5 beats, and Manny wanted to do a lot of the tracks. And that's what I said, Baby Boom brought Joe Lexus in. He formulated tracks, and while we was on the road with them, for they just had signed with Universal, and they was promoting Big Timers Volume 2, All On You. So right. We was on the road with them, you know, us, Young Buck, you know, because he was with Juvie at that time. He wasn't with 50 and none of that shit at that time. So we was on the road with them, just getting the experience, meeting a lot of rappers, seeing how this thing was going to go down. And they pretty much seeing, yo, that's what we going to try to do, and we're going to try to do it for Charleston, you know what I'm saying? So when Joe started doing a lot of tracks, we put together, we probably did that Shine in the Big Time that everybody heard. We did that in a matter of less than 6 months. We put the album together to try to meet the deadline. Right. And, you know, we got the covers that we sent it in, and it's like, man, the city fucking with it. We had the snippets circulating, and everybody fucking with the snippets. Like, we ain't had no clue in a million years the city would have fucked with it like that. You know what I'm saying? But we was just dope boys, just trying to transition and do something else.
How did it feel when you and also, how did you know? How was y'all able to tell that the city was fucking with it? And how did you feel at that time?
When you got a snippet with 4 songs, not even 4 whole songs on it, like 4 songs, like, cause I've been a hood nigga, I've been every hood at this time. That's why we did so well, cause we had rappers from all over the city. Mouse Corner, you know, X from Mouse Corner, and we, you know, people everywhere we was fucking with. So we had those snippets everywhere. So you would go in the hood, just sitting in your car, cats ain't know you there. We still mixing up now. I'm telling you, we still in the street. So we seeing cats, and the motherfucker bumping the snippet like, damn, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The motherfucker going, he knew that little piece, that little snippet word for word, and they playing that shit like it's an actual album. Like, whoa. You know, but it still didn't hit me until the album had released, because the album was supposed to come out, but it got pushed back a couple of weeks. And the day of the release, we went to Local, because Local was getting the record first. Man, you had 100 niggas, no exaggeration, you had 100 niggas in that small ass store trying to get that fucking record. I'm like, and everybody mad with us, like, we roll in like, oh shit, man, we ain't even got the record yet.
Yeah.
You know, and Benny ended up getting it before every play, because, you know, Nashville get every record that comes out majorly or independent 2 weeks before any place else. So Benny had the record before we even got our copies. And when they came in, you had people buy the 2 or 3 at a time, calling people on the phone. It's sold out. I don't even know how many copies Benny got, but it was sold out that first day, second day, damn near the whole weekend. Every time he got them, he couldn't keep them in the store. And it's like, damn, so we on the road, you know, with Cash Money still promoting our shit. And it's like, man, that shit is real. Like when I wrote Who the Ballers, I was with Cash Money and 3-6 Mafia. At the time, I was right. When I wrote the lines, we chilling off in Tennessee with 3-6 Mafia and them Cash Money HBs. I literally, we've been in Playground Records, Big Timers, autograph signing for Volume 2 is all on you. I'm standing here writing my song, X Factor here, Gangsta Boo, standing next to me, and Manny them at the table signing, you know, the CDs and the posters and shit like that. So I'm writing this shit as it's happening. It's like, okay. You know, and I said, I would have never thought in a million years that shit would have happened the way it did. You know what I'm saying?
But it fucking did. And the shit is so crazy because at that time, I mean, I didn't, just speaking my personal self.
Yeah.
I'm playing football in school and shit, and you know, we having away games, so you know you get to bring your Walkmans and CD players. We didn't have MP3s yet.
Yeah.
CD players. And niggas in the back bumping the fuck out this shit out of Charleston. Some niggas, cause I ain't even from, like, I'm not from Somerville. I'm from St. Stephen. So me moving from St. Stephen to Somerville at this time, getting put on to Charleston shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause Somerville is right there next to North Charleston, that shit. But any fucking way. It's crazy that now I'm sitting here talking to you about a piece of my childhood. That shit was great, man. Y'all niggas did that shit for real, man.
We just appreciate. All I want to do is be heard, bro, and represent for the city, man. I was like, man, you know, when you had so many rappers out that wasn't fucking with me, you know, so I had a point to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that Geechee shit ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I started really getting on that shit, it was like it was more personal with the Mac album, because the Mac album was more like a compilation. Everybody had nobody really wanted to go first.
Right.
And it's like, because originally OZ was supposed to come out first, but he didn't have the marketing look that we feel we could have really had pushed. And Mac had more the look, like, okay, he representing this look, and, you know, let's try to roll with us, and the gamble paid off. And it's like, man, like I said, and what fucked us up with Mac got hit with the feds, because we wasn't expecting that. You know, the conspiracy shit was still going on, but Mac got hit with the feds, so now we stuck between a rock and a hard place, because now we getting all kind of deals, and they for T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell him when he coming home, because we don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that shit going, you know, come and be. And then we had the whole shit with Southwest going bankrupt under our nose, owing us millions of dollars, and we didn't know how to. We was just learning this music shit. Like I said, we was dope boys learning as we went. Because a lot of the stuff that I learned, it was a Murder Dog magazine that had how to start your record label, all the books you needed to get, all that stuff like that. So I went and got all them shit. Like when I got the lawyer, like, okay, let's do this, let's get this set up, get everything set up on the paperwork end. You know, we had the artists, you know, we had some of the most talented motherfuckers I ever worked with, ever. You know what I'm saying? And then with my family, like, yo, we family.
The squad was deep as a bitch.
Yeah, we struggle with. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, I used to just be in the lab sometimes like, man, what the fuck? You hear these niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Ag,
that energy.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, got a family, he go by now, but you know, Ag and hand down and dirty and old. You know what I'm saying? Even Mac started having fun with it. Baby Bone and Suave and Fat Boy was with us at that time too. And a lot of cats don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we used to call him Fat Boy Dre, but it's like, man, you know, trivia, man, X Factor is like, that was just like a fucking surreal time of my life. I was like, man, I can't believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially going on the road and people knowing your music word for word. You know, we in Chattanooga, we in Low Rock, Arkansas, we in all these places, man. We don't know nothing about these places. I ain't never been to these places, you know what I'm saying? And we doing it on the music tip. And people actually loving you when you people coming on the tour bus, girls got you signing their breasts, and it's like, what the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit, we hitting colleges and people coming to us like, you know, a lot of cats, they didn't know nothing about Charleston at that time because they thought, because of the covers, we went to Pen and Pixel, the same place P and all that was going at that time. They thought we was from N.O., you know what I'm saying, and our language was so similar, so I made it my business to make sure I say Geechee shit, you know, and shit like that, man. But, man, the shit was surreal, you know what I'm saying? It's like the city showed so much love. I think the first concert we did at home was with Cash Money and us at the King Street Palace. And it's like, man, because we was late, and I'm about to get in the car. We was at Holiday Inn on, like, not Folly Beach, but the one that sits downtown on the water. And they called us like, man, y'all got to get here, man. They called for y'all. So by the time we jumped out of the cars, we straight on the stage, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, if it's surreal, man, I was like, man, I wouldn't trade them that in for nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, with all the good times come bad, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck led to such a powerful unit breaking up? Because
yeah, I mean, mainly, you know, Mac got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And as time progressed, me and Mac was running the company, me and Mac brother was running the company. You know what I'm saying? And going through that thing with Southwest, like I said, we was learning this game. So
right.
That kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, far as, you know what I'm saying, getting back, fucking with another distributor. You know, we had Hella Music because we probably had over 10, 15 albums, you know what I'm saying, just in the wings ready to roll. And like I said, a lot of the deals worked for T-Mac, but we couldn't give the labels a time when he would be home. So we got to push another artist to the forefront.
Right.
You know, and our next artist was O, which we did it all independent. You know, we sat with Def Jam. When they first started Def Jam South, O would have been their first artist before Ludacris or anybody had the contracts been right. Because we was dealing with G Wallace, but, you know, we took the contract to the lawyers, like, nah, this ain't looking right, because they got this thing, you know, we didn't know really what publishing was and all that, but, you know, they wanted this, and then they wanted him to work with some of the biggest producers in the game at that time, Timbaland, and I can't remember who else was running, but Timbaland was running the game at that time. And he wanted probably $250,000 per beat, you know what I'm saying? So to put Uzi in that position would be putting him in the red, and it wasn't giving us a guaranteed release date. So we just released it independent, you know, and kept it independent, just trying to buy time until
I love that album, by the way, just to interject that.
Go ahead. Until Mac touched down, you know what I'm saying? And as the years went by, it's like, it got more frustrating with the music because Mac ain't home yet. We still got deals. We don't know which direction to go in. You know what I'm saying? When you got a big group as that, keeping everybody hungry for the music is
pretty damn hard.
That's pretty hard. You talking about from 99 until Mac ain't touched down until maybe 05, 06, you know what I'm saying? Around that time. And I pretty much had to say, fuck the music. I was back in the street. I was like, man, you know, everybody felt the same way. It's like, man, you know, fuck this music shit because we don't know who to trust. I had some songs stole by some major artists that we done been in studios out of town and they cats listened to when they did. I don't want to speak no names, but, you know, they listened to our music and made shit similar to what we did, and they had the machine behind them. Even with Cash Money, a lot of, where I ain't gonna say Juvie and none of them, but a lot of stuff that Baby them did, it was Charleston slang. Yeah. And they would ask us to repeat things all the time. You're like, yo, what you saying? And then we listen to the record. Now you saying I'm screaming. Hold up.
That's us.
Like, hold up, that's us. Like, you go back and listen to the I Got Work out. It's a segment on there where Manny said, I'm screaming. I said, yeah, I'm screaming. He got an well, he stopped the beat and he says this. Where the fuck they get that from? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't deny it because it's all in the music. Even the stuff we was saying, the blinging and thing and all, that was our shit. We was just dope boys that made the transition to music. You know what I'm saying? And like trying to rep for our city. We thought it was family love with us, but you know, you see how Baby did Juvie them, so we shouldn't expect, at that time we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was family love. Yeah. A lot of that stuff, it was frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Murder Dog kept us alive on our West Coast, you know what I'm saying? They kept rocking with us, but at the time, Mac, like I say, Mac wasn't home, so we didn't really know how to play it. So everybody went their separate way. You know, AG caught a bid, Buff caught a bid. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of stuff started falling apart. Everybody just grew apart. Like, okay, we doing this now. That music shit. Yeah, we had our opportunity. We don't really want to fuck with it no more. You know, and I sat at a level for a long time. It wasn't until my brother them came and said, okay, let's try to do this thing again. You got Hella Music, let's put it out. So 03, I dropped my first solo record under my own imprint, you know, Beezle Inc. You know what I'm saying? And I had a gang of artists at that time. You know, BB Slim, when he was doing rap, you know, it was the Burnout Boys. It was like our first group. It was already buzzing before they got with us. And like, okay, we got the money, let's put it behind them. But I really still didn't want to rap at that time. I had a bunch of old songs, so we took a lot of old songs. I recorded like 3 new songs, and we put I Got This together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I got this. End up banging in Atlanta hard, because this when Atlanta T.I. I'm Serious came out that same year. Pastor was finding his way there. You know what I'm saying? There, Atlanta was building. Right. You know what I'm saying? Other than, you know, Outkast was already doing their thing, but Atlanta was building. You know, you had Ghetto Mafia, a couple of them cats was coming, so we still had a chance at a run. And we had a lot of major labels, you know, trying to get at us. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I still was skeptical about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was still in them streets, so
can't move how you want.
I didn't even want to take that chance again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, betting a ranch on this music shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in the street, you know, I'm like, man, I don't know. And I did kill my artists, you know, D Tizzle, D Beezle, Burnout Boys. I killed a lot of my artists because they was depending on me to really go all in. But mentally I couldn't give it my all because I was still into the street. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure they were straight, being able to do music, but I put too much pressure on them to expect them to build a name when I already had a name. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you learn being an exec in this game, you know, you learn a lot of things as far as the do's and don'ts and what not to do with music. You know what I'm saying? And what not to mix, because you can't have that foot on this side trying to do shit on this side. And that was the biggest mistake, you know what I'm saying, I made, you know. But like I say, I learned a lot from the game, you know what I'm saying? And I had the pleasure of working with and aiding a lot of artists with getting their name out there, getting their name, at least locally or regionally, you know what I'm saying? So I feel good about being able to help a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And being able, like I said, make history along the way, you know what I'm saying? Because even with when we did America Street.
Oh man, you good, man. I don't even have to ask you the questions. You
know
go right to them.
We did America Street, you know. That was presented to me by my partner Travis and Kaminsky, you know, because we did Voices of the South was actually the first like documentary we did. You know what I'm saying? With Kaminsky and Travis, they was behind it and they invited me to be a part of it. And that documentary was showcasing at that time Marley Marl and Dino, because they was the 2 biggest rappers in the game. But when you do a lot of things on a local scale, a lot of artists don't promote things like they should. You know what I'm saying? Because we had it on PBS. It was the Cats in Prison was like, okay, Cats and Libra and McDougal like, okay, man, I saw y'all movie on TV. I'm like, TV, what the fuck y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm probably in the shit about 30 seconds. You know, God bless Big Brother Bump, JD Hall, B-Law. We had a lot of cats on there. You know, Pop Sharp, a bunch of cats was on there talking. It was more of a docu-series being questioned about the difference between the North and the South. Fat Boy was on there. And we thought that would have made the city come together, because Charleston's biggest thing is you have artists, Taylor, Maul, Dino, you had all these artists that had a run, but nobody was running at the same time. Yeah. And when they had their run, nobody came together when they had their run. You never heard a remix of Akadokie with all them on it. You never heard, what was Dino's song? Oh man. Dumb It Out. You never heard Taylor Shoot That Fucker Right Now. The things that the majors do, when anytime they get a hot song, they reach out to the other hot cats that really might not have been hot to you, but it was hot in their region. Right. And I was just smart. But a lot of cats, I can see it, I guess they're afraid of the competition. And that's why you see a lot of cats ain't really got no further than what they could have had going. Now, I can say one thing about the new wave of cats. they fucking doing videos. They doing features with each other. They doing everything they need to do, and they have a way easier platform than us because we had to press vinyl, CDs. You had to go to these cities. You couldn't sit in front of your computer and send music someplace or talk to somebody on the video. You had to be up close and personal with these people. You had to see that you was real. Like we was in places that cats like, damn, y'all fucking around with these cats. We jumping out of cats with Bloods and Crips. I got a lot of Blood homeboys and family and Crip homeboys and gangsters. You know, we met these cats because we was fucking with the music, and they respected that because they know we was street dudes. Like, okay, we in the hood fucking with them boy. Yeah, I'm trying to sell a CD. Yeah. The cats looking at you like, damn, we out here selling dope and they got guys. You know what I'm saying? But they knew these cats gotta be street cats to even. They ain't giving a fuck about what we doing out here. They out here on they hustle shit, so we respect that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats, the music nowadays, a lot of it ain't authentic. You know what I'm saying? You can create a character now, nobody can touch you. See, when you, back then, you did music, you had to go to them cities.
I'm talking all that shit, right?
And cats gonna run up on you and they want to take, cause we had an incident, we was in Little Rock, Arkansas. And me and Mac was doing, Hit His Can't Stand Me off his album. So we flicking the rollies on these cats, and they girls was giving us a little more attention than that. I guess they really didn't like that. And you know what I'm saying? We was about to set it off. It was probably like 10 us, our tour bus. We out there in Little Rock, Arkansas. At this time, Little Rock, Arkansas was the gang capital of the world. They was on
HBO documentary.
Yeah, on the doc. Yeah, it was. We didn't know now. This time, I didn't know that till years later. Where we was at, you know, the cats had the perms and this, and they was doing that shit. Like, we was out there, and there was another cat named J Mac. He was getting promoted at the same time, and he was from Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was with him or not, but these cats took it personal. You know what I'm saying? And so we was like, we ain't backing down. Shit, we on the tour bus, and we got to shoot our way out this bitch. That's what's gonna go down. But you know, it got de-escalated. You know what I'm saying? But that's the stuff we had to deal with. Because in how many places we've been, venues, we was just leaving. Motherfuckers got shot. They had an NFL dude when the Titans just like came to Tennessee. And dude, I can't remember what his name was, but so cats got shot up as soon as we was leaving the club. We was at this big ass club, like one big warehouse with 4 bars in it. You had cats from Memphis, everywhere around the world. Cash Money, you had about at least 50 artists on this ticket. You know what I'm saying? In this big ass venue. And cats opened fire and shot a bunch of cats, man. It's like, yo, shit was real crazy at that time. So I said I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. And right. I want Charleston to unify, because we stole not just Charleston. South Carolina has not solidified the sound or artists yet. You had Low Root, you had got beefing with Boss G. You had your boy out of Waterboro, he's still doing it. You got Rennie Roots. You got all these cats that right there, because Columbia had way more deals than Charleston. But nobody has solidified the sound for South Carolina. You got the Baby in North Carolina. You got Petey Pablo from North Carolina. They had a night J. Cole. You got rappers that made a hefty run for North Carolina. Yeah. But you have yet to have any rapper to make a run for South Carolina to get past the region on a major scale with it. And that's what I would love to see. I love VT. You know, it's a lot of cats that if they just come together and just not even coming together, just promote each other. A Lil Keep, one of my, I know since he been a little fella. I's got some real music that a lot of cats ain't gonna agree with, because he speak from his heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of music I grew up with, motherfuckers speaking from their heart. So they might not agree with it, but he's grinding. And you gotta respect that. It ain't about you liking a cat. It's about what can you do to formulate our music. You got cats from Somerville. You got cats all us in the same area, but ain't nobody getting it because egos play a big part in it. And we not willing to say, okay, I'm gonna promote this man's song on my thing. You got 5,000 followers. Say you got 5,000 followers. He got 5,000. That's 10,000 people.
Right there.
You share his video. The whole week he coming out, he share yours, boom, boom, boom. So many things will happen, you know, but cats are afraid of the competition. I've probably been the only cat from this town to ever do a song with Yeah, I had Fat Boy on the song, Klepto, Marley Marl, Taylor, Dirty Dave. Who else on the song? I got all this biggest sort of Mugger Man. All that's on one song. One song. And the song could have did way bigger than what it did. But again, when you do a song, a lot of artists just don't push it. I didn't care who pushed the song, as long as my producer got the credit for the song. Right. But it's a lot of cats. That's the only thing that's hindering Charleston. Charleston, Somerville, everybody, that's what's hindering us. Because we have the talent. I sit back and I watch all the talent in the city and I be like, man, I'd be ashamed of like, damn, we ain't on yet. Nobody ain't got on yet. But I know that's the only problem we got. You know, cats so worried about how they feel about a cat. These cats out of town don't give a damn how they feel about it. I remember Atlanta back then, cats was beefing, but they been coming to each other video shoots. They been promoting each other records because they knew if you bring it to Atlanta, you present choices to the people.
Right.
Because if you got one Charleston cat that blows, when they get tired of him,
you looking for the next one?
Nah, not necessarily.
Okay.
If he don't have nobody he bringing up behind him, you just don't fuck with Charleston no more.
Okay.
You going on to the next city. You know what I'm saying? That's been the problem with everybody who had their run. When they started running, they ran, but they never reached out to nobody else. So the next person just come and they ran. You never had a parallel run. You know what I'm saying? And they was never fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really killed that cat. When your buzz died down and the new man coming, you dead. You know what I'm saying?
You think that some of this street shit has something to do with that, man?
I mean, it do. You know what I'm saying? From a street perspective, it do. But if ain't nothing life-threatening, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, you got major cities that, like I said, I know for sure, because these cats I've been dealing with in the street. I got blood homeboys. These cats been beefing, but when it comes to green, that beef shit is to the side. You know what I'm saying? That shit to the side. It's about, if we going to make, only way we going to make money is we got to unify. Cats outside, they don't know what the hell we doing. Like, you don't know what's going on in Atlanta until you go there. But when you see them, the perception makes you believe all these artists together. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem we have as far as our music. You don't believe we together. You know we apart. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way we carry ourselves. We don't shout out the next man. And you ask a cat, let's say all these cats who been banging, ask them who they grew up listening to. Now, if you from Charleston, you already know what a bunch of cats grew up to. But they won't mention another artist just because at that time they feel like they bigger than everybody. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't come out here and say I rap without Skip Ski and Double D,
right,
without the Carolina Pathfinders, without the flavor. I couldn't have done it. I was rapping way before these cats. Like I said, I've been doing this since the late 80s, so I don't even count my career starting until I found my style in 97. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for these cats laying a platform to show me that you could actually be a rapper from my city, I would have never even had tried it. It would have been the furthest. I would have still been doing it for fun. I would have took it serious. I gotta big up the Pathfinders and Skip Ski and Double D. You know what I'm saying? The Royal Quality, Marion Westwood and her sisters, because cats don't know about them. Even Trivia, the Get Busy Girls, cats don't know about the history of Charleston rap way before it switched to the down south thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Two-Tone. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched the interview with Lil Key and he was talking about Two-Tone. He was like a gangster music. Cats ain't was up on that yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was even like the two gangster South rap. Everybody was more East Coast based. It wasn't until them cats came and like, okay, this kind of set the tone for shit I see every day. You know what I'm saying? And cats don't understand why Boosie was so big down here. Boosie looked more like a Charleston nigga than Charleston niggas.
Right.
You be like, okay, why the fuck Boosie come down here eating? Look at him. He got on a t-shirt. It's a jig. That's every Charleston nigga you see on the block that's selling dope. A bunch of chicks. That's how we look.
Yeah.
So when you see another cat who looking like Atlanta, Charleston got one thing. I'm gonna tell you now. They'll put you up here, but if you do some fuckery, Charleston gonna put you down here. They're gonna let you never forget where the fuck you come from. So you can never stop representing Charleston no matter how you might not want to. I had opportunities to go on the West Coast. and get signed. It probably would have been big right now. But I didn't never want to leave my roots. And why should I have to? P didn't have to do that shit. You know, E4 didn't have to do that. All the cats who I look up to, you know, they might have moved to another town, but they took their sound with them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Their sound was still the same. They rapping like 8-Ball made the transition. 8-Ball and MJG moved to Texas and they blew. But they was Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
And just to interject, the reason, and by them doing that, they was able to sustain the industry for the future generations.
Yeah, for Yo Gotti, for Scarface Al Capone, for all these cats to come. And cats don't understand that part of the game.
That needs to happen in Charleston in order for there to be a future in this.
So many talented, I'm talking about, when I came home from prison in 2017, it's like I've been going so long, you know, only rap I heard up there was VT, because he was the only one getting played. I forget who the DJ was that played VT and Marcus Allen. They were the only two cats from the city music that I got to hear. So I got home, my kids had me on, I'm like, okay, Dad, that's what's hitting for. I'm like, oh shit, you got this many cats? Like, feel like I've been going 15 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got this many cats. These cats got videos. I'm talking about high quality shit, and they going in, you know what I'm saying? And they're representing the Charleston grind that made Dino famous, that made us famous, that made Taylor famous, that made Marley famous. Now everybody going to the baller life. We was doing that and shining in big time, but we incorporated the streets with that. Because I can't tell you to go without the bag. That's why I love Low Key. He gonna tell you the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? And you might not like the bad part of it, but he telling you the truth. If you from the city, you see this. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a voice, somebody to say, okay, I'm gonna solidify this sound. You know, I was dealing with cats like my partner serving Mike Irvin out of Columbia. Other than us in '99, he was the biggest selling artist in South Carolina, independent. He taught us how to press your own CD, mix and master your own. He taught us a lot of shit. We went on tour with him too. We went in all the backwoods towns. We been like fucking Yamasee. We been doing, man, we been in some places like, you be like, but they was fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? He taught us, man, there's so many shit open, like, what is this, Green, oh man, them boy out. No, Greenlee, it's a group. It's a group.
Oh, okay.
Man, god damn, them boy hard. They from upstate South Carolina. Greenlee, damn, how the fuck I can't do them boy like that, and I can't remember. I listen to them boys.
I can't help you with that
all
one,
the
bro.
time. But man, it was so. My whole point is, there's so many talented cats out here. You know what I'm saying? That all they need is to unify. That's simple. They don't even gotta. Ain't about getting paid. Ain't about you agreeing with the cat. Just do it for the city. You know what I'm saying? You make the separation after the city is open. You got a person like Darian Rucker. Darian Rucker didn't do good just because he been a black dude doing pop music. He did because he represent for the city and the fucking state. This man, I saw this motherfucking Hardee's one time on North Ramp.
Yeah.
Walking around, no bodyguard, none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He done sold 20, 30 million records. You know what I'm saying? And the city got behind him. One day Charleston will support you. You just can't hit all the urban outlets because hood niggas really ain't gonna buy your record. Because they know you. But nobody hits that market like the Call of the Charleston, that city market, the white crowd. That's who buying all the music. I come out the store one time, I hear motherfuckers bumping the baby. I thinking that's somebody black. You know what I'm saying? White dudes coming with the big trucks with the big wheels on them, and they bumping. Boo, boo, boo. I was like, God damn, why we can't get a piece of this? Especially when you got the internet at the push, you know, everything at the push of your finger right now. You don't got to go out there and push no vinyl. You don't got to try to beg a DJ to play your record or pay him to play your shit on the radio. You
that shit come back to evil.
Even with Z93, it wasn't fucking with no local music back then. You wasn't getting no love like that from no. We ain't even had a record. We had DJ Boss Hog, Cool. There was a couple of other DJs that was really rocking with us at that time, that played our record. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we had DJs from out of state banging our record, like we was from their cities. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no cats from, no DJs really pushing us, and that's another problem too. You got DJs that, they show favoritism. I only fuck with this person, I only fuck with this. DJs ain't breaking records no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They still control the clubs now. You know, they still control the clubs, but a lot easier. And I'm trying to learn this game. That's really why I'm putting out no music, because I got to learn this game. I can't come out here now. And our mistake was, you didn't have no videos back then. You didn't have a video for Dumbing Out. You had a academic video. You ain't, Taylor did Shoot That Fucker Right Now video 4 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have a visual where you could put with us when you saw us. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I call these names, you know, I know people are like, well, Bucks call it just these the cats who really made a mark. Whether you want to give it to them or not, they made that mark. They made history. You can't take that away from them. I love what VT did. I love the new cats who's coming out. Boss, OG, man, these little cats, man, they putting in a lot of work.
I mean, the fact that you even had to make that statement goes to what the fuck part of the problem is, man. Niggas supposed to be showing love and respect to all these cats, man, because we all come from the same place, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, we have similar experiences in life, so like, why not let all us prosper, man? That's what it's all about.
You know, that's what it's all. You just want everybody to eat. Now, I pray that I get to see my city come together and we got that one artist that I can say, okay, I know him. Even if it's not me or anybody in my camp, I just want to see that artist make, like I wanted Dirty Dave to get it. You know what I'm saying? I was out there, cats to tell you straight up. I've been out there promoting, like I was on his team. I wouldn't get no money for that. But I promoted because I wanted to see him do it. Same with Maul and Cats, these artists that I never knew. I gave their records to some big people because they from my city. It was never about, because I knew some cats, I won't speak on their names, but you had some cats who had the shit on lock. Any execs that come through, they had them. But they was not putting nobody on outside their circle. You know what I'm saying? And that was their downfall. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about, if I feel I'm better than you, the only way I can prove I'm better than you, I got to get on the track with you. How can I say I'm better than you when I ain't never proved myself? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how big I feel I got like shit. I did hella numbers, independent. You know what I'm saying? That shit is what I did in the past. What am I doing right now is the question. Yep. You got cats who still living in the past, like, okay, man, I did this cat here underneath me. What the fuck you doing now? You know what I'm saying? What is you doing right now? You got to look at this young man. He's you, what you was back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't give him enough respect to acknowledge him, why the fuck should he acknowledge you? You know what I'm saying?
He's not going to.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. When I see cats, they don't know who I am. Half the young cats that I talk to who rapping, who making moves, when I talk, they don't know who the fuck I am. But I let them know, yo, I fuck with your music. Because my kids might have been bumping their music, or one of my cousins, somebody bumping their music. And I acknowledge that fact because I want to see these cats grow. And anything that I could do to help them with the knowledge that I have, I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't beneath me to do that because when I first started, before 263 or anything, nobody would give me no information on how to do shit. That's what made me be independent. You know what I'm saying? I had to go and start recording myself and shit. I had a $20 Radio Shack mic recording in my fucking house. You know what I'm saying? And I was selling them tapes. Like, okay, nobody want to tell me shit, I'm going to go do it because that's something that I wanted to do. We didn't know nothing about no beat machine and how to get access to it until we started traveling and seeing that shit. So we created this shit down here. You know, you heard about New York rappers, but you didn't know their struggle. You didn't know how they got in the studio. You heard about their producer, but you didn't know the dynamics of what it took for them to get to where they was at.
Right.
All we knew, put together a demo, but how the fuck you put together a demo? You don't know what studio at. You know what I'm saying? I went to studios back then. They wasn't fucking with rap music. It wasn't fucking with no rap music. Rap, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker wasn't fucking with no rap music. You like, you know what I'm saying? You like, man, who, rap music? I ain't never heard of that. You know, the lawyer who helped me do my first 2 contracts, this lady, Hill law firm. They was in West Ashley at that time. This was early 90s. You know what I'm saying? And before I went to prison and shit the first time. She didn't ever heard of rap, but she does some legal stuff for Alabama, the group Alabama. Right. And I rapped for her. I actually rapped for her and showed her what I had. It wasn't no pen and pencil type shit. It was just something like, this is what I'm trying to do. I actually rapped for her. She was like blown away, like, damn, I never heard that. She did my first 2 contracts for free. I had 250-page contracts, one from TKO Records and can't remember the other record label back then. And she condensed them down to 25 pages. And she told me the game. The game was these labels right here survive off of overseas money. It was a page in there with a clause that you signing over 100% of your royalties and publishing to this company for overseas sale.
Oh.
Meaning they can take your likeness, give it to an overseas artist.
Yep.
It ain't shit you could do about it and tell you, okay, that's all you doing in South Carolina. Now you owe me 10 records because it was the standard deal was 10 albums. 10 albums for, I think, less than 35 cents an album. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that shit at that time, so I took it to somebody. You know, I didn't know, you know, and Ralph Baxter again, Anthony Baxter's brother, was the one who told me, like, nah, you take this contract to someone. Don't fuck with their in-house lawyer, because they was getting cats. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bowie, I can't really speak on his situation, but he had a chance, but the contracts was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even Herm, you know, Langston, you know what I'm saying? Langston Hughes the third, and my boys Herm, and, you know, they was the flavor. And Herm showed me, give me game ever since I met him. We used to call him Charlie Dark and shit like that, you know. He put me up on game with these contracts, like, okay, they'll entice you, you know, because we went through this, sitting down, popping bottles with these cats, and they showing love. But that contract is a beast, and that's the main reason we didn't fuck with signing, and probably would have been on, but we'd have been probably miserable.
Right.
You know, and no telling if we ever would have came out, because I learned that you don't take something if you didn't have a guaranteed release date. You know what I'm saying? So I learned as I went, and like I said, it's frustrating. That music game is frustrating. The game you can kind of control. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing that so long, but the music game is a whole nother beast. You will never learn it all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like now it's changing. It's digital. So that's a whole nother animal that all the old school rappers who stole trying to rap in the city, we got to learn this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to network. You got to learn how to, what they call it, shit, trolling or whatever.
All that dumb shit,
yeah.
yeah.
You got to learn it. You don't want to do it, but if you want to survive in this game right now, or even be mentioned in this game right now, that's the stuff you got to learn.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I salute all the old artists, because JD Hall got a new song out. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know what I'm saying? I try to promote it heavy. Low key, like right now, one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Low Key. You know, them boy out of, oh man, I can't remember them boy name. God damn, Green, ah, God damn. Man, I can't believe I do them boy like this here. Not listen to this shit. And I know this was going to happen, because I try to, you know, mention everybody I can for cats to go check out. You know, with Jeezy, you know, OG, Boss, LV. There's a bunch of cats, man, and it's another little fella off the Ranger Drive, man. Man, I've been checking him out. Ah, God, he got that look. He looked like he already on.
Right.
God damn, man. And I can't remember his name either right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm seeing his face. I just watched he got about 10 videos.
Well, hey, fellas, if you watching this and you know that he's talking about you,
man, he
mention your name in the comments,
girl,
link your music.
That girl, Pora. Her, man, god damn, I listened to her. I swear I thought that was some old gangster boo, and you know what I'm saying? She take me back to that shit, but she on some Charleston shit. I'm like, I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? That's my type of, when I listen to rap music, that's what I listen to. You know, even what's her name? From West Ashley. God damn, I can't remember her name. And she cool. It's a lot of female artists. You know, my artist, Lady Slum, she doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And I always got shot her out because she keep it moving. So D-Bezel, you know, I'm in the Geechee Commission, Trag Man, all these cats, they do anything. I ain't taking nothing away from them, and I got to shout all them out. Scooter C's, you know what I'm saying? These cats I'm trying to think of everybody in my mind that I know making moves, and I got to shout them out because I watch these cats, man. I'm like, damn, they making moves, you know what I'm saying? Man, these cats, Chelsea Blaze, man, it's a bunch of people that's doing music, and I think about when we first started. I could count on my hand when I first started how many rappers we had in the city on one hand. You You know what I'm saying? And then we came out.
Fast forward to now, and half of these, they self-sufficient.
Man, look.
Half the artists you talking about, they got their own record labels and all kind of shit.
And they ain't bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bullshitting. Real now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I said, man, look at this shit. And I just glad to be one of the forefathers of this shit. Like, okay. Because I never, like I say, I was drawing my covers. I was rapping my shit with saran wrap. You know what I'm saying? And that's with cassette tapes. You know what I'm saying? So to see what cats is doing now, to go on the internet and to be doing what they doing, you know, shout out to Gotta Fam, AG, my little brother. He doing his thing. Mugga Man, T-Mac and Mugga Man. You know, everybody always asks about Mugga and T-Mac. You know, me, I don't even want to speak on that, but I always, Mugga, my little brother, me and Mac made history, so we forever be cool. You know, I'm always wish him the best. And him and Mugga got an album out. You know what I'm saying? I tell people to go check out because, I tell you to go check out music because I want to give you choices.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might not like what I'm putting out, but I want you to like somebody from my city to put us in a position where my city and my state will eat. That's all my dream has ever been. That's all I want to see. I want to see Lil Boo, one of these cats, get on. You know what I'm saying? And put on for the city. Even if they get up there and get the big hand and say, fuck everybody else, they put Charleston on. And once Charleston's name is solidified in a region, or right now, for us to get solidified even in the region, will bring a spark to the city.
Yep.
Where every other cat can come out, because you got cats who do it, there's some cats out of Somerville. Man, there's so many cats. Damn. I should have wrote the list down.
Because I definitely can't help
man,
you, bro.
there's so many cats out, man, that I watch all the time, and they making music because everybody's not doing hardcore. Everybody's not doing stunt music. You got the backpack group that's doing anything. I fuck with all these cats. You know, Pee Wee Shine, who was X Factor, coming back making his run. You know what I'm saying? So I got to shout out all my people.
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Fucks with people.
You know what I'm saying? I got to shout out all my people. You know what I'm saying? And I love to see them doing what they doing. The whole thing is we just got to come together as a unit and just push each other. Because all it is cross promotion. You already on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You already got a platform. And I said, when you die off, you dead. E40 is hands down my favorite rapper in the game. Hands down. Number one, my favorite rapper in the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that with you.
The reason I say E40, because even back in the days, in the 80s, 90s, when I followed him way back then, you know what I'm saying? For the Federal album, the first Click album, you know, he was always independent. And he said one of the realest shit to his artists that I never forget. He said, man, look, every artist is not going to go platinum or gold. You know what I'm saying? But I'll make sure you make enough to live off of what you love to do.
Yep.
You get a gold and platinum plaque fucking with me, but on your own, you want to be able to live off what you're doing. And at one time, you had a lot of record labels in Charleston that was doing that. But cats right now, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see, because they, you know, with this corona shit going on, everybody stopped going. So the major artists ain't eating. But it's time that hopefully when this shit is over with, hopefully come into 2021, and going into 2021, the DJs, the artists, everybody wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because I say like Langston Hughes, Charlie Dawkins, and them, I love their platform they using with the corona and they hip hop. You know, they taking the artistry of it and mixing it with the music and the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And VT, he takes the more college part of it. He got a college following. He ain't on there stunting on you talking about the guns, and every artist got a different format. Low key is the street. He represent for the streets. You know what I'm saying? The underdog, the cat who out here getting money like fuck you, fuck the Fed. That's the shit he doing. Every artist got a place, so you got so many choices to fuck with. Chelsea Blaze, she got more conscious music from a female point of view.
Right.
Lady Slim is the gangster girl that you know, that you see in the hood all the time. You know, everybody got a different voice. You know what I'm saying? Trag Man, he more hip hop. And he fucking with a lot of legendary artists, underground artists that cats might not know about if they don't follow underground. You know what I'm saying? So, and with Scooter C's, he bring you that new commercial flavor, because he got more of a commercial sound to him. You know what I'm saying? That he's marketable. The look of him, the style, more fun music. So like I said, Charleston got a lot. I can name, and I'm mad I can't remember them boy name. Because they out of Pineville, South Carolina.
Out of Pineville?
They out of Pineville, South Carolina with my family.
Oh, outside boys?
No, outside boys.
Them
You
my
say
niggas.
the name, I'll tell you who exactly.
I mean, that's the only people I
That's
know.
with a G, Green, oh my God.
Greenland Gunner.
Greenland, God
Oh,
damn, that's
okay,
my
all right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? And my other little partner, I tell you, from Ranger Drive. Oh, man.
I can't help you with that one.
Ain't Instagram, and it's God damn. And I watched about 5 or 6, man, I like that dude. He got the look. He looks like he are, because when I saw him, I'm like, what up? This cat on? Where you from? And I'm like, what the fuck his name is? And he got a name that stand out, man, and I don't know how the fuck I can. Hopefully I remember for this interview. But he got the look of the Amigos and all them on the Charleston perspective.
Right.
Like he got that look. And when you see him, you're like, okay. And you start spitting, he Charleston. But ain't nobody really backing him like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no cats really pumping him up. I don't see all these rappers on the cat. And I can't forget O. I can't forget the O. Because O's a talented dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and him did hella songs together. You know what I'm saying? He's hip hop at his finest. He's a hella fire performer. You know what I'm saying? It's so many cats.
What do you think caused that? Because at one point in time, man, like in the early 2000s, there were local record labels in the area that was signing artists and putting, many projects out behind
But
dudes.
see, it ain't no more A&R. Ain't no more A&R system. Because every man can do shit himself. So what's the need for A&R?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a good thing that you do everything for yourself, but at the same time, you want to be likable and be able to reach and participate with other people. You know what I'm saying? Your whole thing is if you want longevity and you want to reach a broader audience, you want to reach out to everybody. Even what's the little man that just RIP? God damn! See, my daughter that put me on a lot, and I know his daddy. I mean, his daddy is on the street. He got murdered. Man, and that cat, man. What the fuck his name is? I hate not remembering these guys' name, man. I swear I hate that. And I watched maybe 5, 6 videos from him. He just recently, I mean maybe a year ago, he got murdered. And I didn't know he had a buzz like that until, after he got killed, man. And it's like, wow, even with 200, you know what I'm saying, RIP to him. The West Cash cats, everybody was making a move. Everybody had the moves they was making, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the music game, I try not to mix the street shit in the music, you know what I'm saying? Because cats get it, twisted. There's music shit, some other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But certain cats I ain't gonna fuck with. Shit they did, I can't fuck with them. I always gonna be street first. But when you got cats who got talent, doing great music, and all they need is love from somebody, I don't see what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I can't speak for everybody else. I'm going to always show love. They call us crabs in the bucket. And somebody had it on the internet, and it was real, like, okay, them crabs wasn't always in that bucket. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put them there.
Right.
And we to the point where we putting ourselves in the bucket. Because all it takes is one crab spill over, and you holding on to him, he can flip the whole bucket. All that's free. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it in that aspect. But I think more cats are afraid of competition. I scribe on competition because that's what makes you better. You know what I'm saying?
That makes the game better.
Yeah, it makes, choices.
It makes the music better.
Yeah.
You not gonna put out no whack shit if you know the nigga right around the corner coming hard as fuck, man.
Yes.
Like you should really want that.
Yeah, you want competition.
You want the best. You want the best in your territory.
And that's why I love got a chance to do songs with so many people, man. I love that I got that chance and cats to even know me. For a cat to even know who the fuck I am after this 2020. I came in the game fucking mid-90s, early 90s and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, you intelligent guy, man, and you took you got in on the executive route when that's what the route that needed to be, and you played that position. You OG, baby.
Yeah.
all day, and that's
I think I take that title if that's what they give me, but I just
That's
I just
it.
want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I want to see my city. Hopefully, before I leave this earth, see an artist from South Carolina, really a Charleston artist, because that's where I'm from. I want to see a Charleston artist make it, because man, there's so much talent. It hurts my heart not to see one of these cats on. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, if anything I can do, all motherfucker I do is inbox me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do whatever I can to help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
well. Got anything else going on with you as far as, you know, personal projects? I mean, I know you saying that you pretty much out the game, but
No, I'm still in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we waiting right now on the go from Amazon because we had to re-edit America Street. So I apologize to everybody who been waiting to get it. So we just wait on Amazon to give us the cue to see if our re-edit is fine enough for them to put it back on. So as soon as that's done, I'll let everybody know. And that case 848, which is me, Mugger Man, Gotta Fab AG, and Mr. Taylor, I'll probably be the first project I drop coming out. You know what I'm saying? We recorded a bunch of songs before I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? And I never got a chance to release them. So they'll get to hear Taylor on another level, Mugger on another level, Ag and me on another level. This is a low EP, but you know what I'm saying? We put in some work. You know what I'm saying? I love working with them guys. I got a chance to work with Taylor on more than one song. You know, he was fucking with me and Mugger on the HBM out, and me and Mugger got part 2 of that gonna be coming out. Hopefully I have everything. At least by the fall, hopefully I have some more. I don't want to say yeah for sure, but I ain't leaving the game, just how I'm going to approach the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of cats that I'm watching and I want to work with them. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do this totally different, and then my sound has matured and it's changed. So how do I get the people who fuck with me, just keep my regular fan base and get the new cats to really fuck with what I got going on, the story I'm trying to convey, and you know, shit like that is what I'm working on right now.
yeah, the creative process right now, right?
Yeah, and you know, I'm fighting the Ninth Circuit, Scarlett Wilson, them too, with this kids. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit I got going on, and that's another thing I've been working on that really been delaying the music end of it. But like I said, I'm gonna shout out everybody who doing music, and I apologize because I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna have to get on live later and shout these guys out, man.
Yeah.
It's so many cats, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't really a lot of, you know, who else? Yaz. I forgot Yaz. Yaz did a song. I don't know if she recorded it, but she did a song for her kids. Man, that shit was so fucking cool. I had to hit her like, hey, yo, because the hardest songs I ever had to do was personal shit about your family, you know?
Yeah.
Either losing a family member or something personal that hurt you with a family member, talking about it in your music. That shit is hard.
You putting yourself out there, you're vulnerable. Like
But see, that's what people want. They want to know you. And that's another problem with the game. Cats just, everybody rich now. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you about the struggle no more. It's not about the struggle no more. What made you go to, you know, that route? You know what I'm saying? What made you do the things that you do? And we pride ourselves on telling you about the struggle, what really made us do this thing. I don't want to hit it good without the bad. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and that's what made Charleston music was always so gutter. In the fact that we struggle as a people. You look at the city, all the stuff we have endured, but we have been, all throughout history, we have been one of the strongest places. Far even in the slave rebellion, all the stuff that we went through. And that is translated to the generation after generation, but we just don't know how to conform that and use it in a positive manner so people can make money. Everybody else make money off us.
Yeah, except for us, right?
You know what I'm saying? So, and we had so many people come through and steal it, you know, trick, and the only person that ever really give us the Geechee shit love and then say, okay, yeah, he got family from here, so that's where he get it from. And I always respect him for that. Anytime he said Geechee is a whole another thing. When Roston was saying, he was talking about Geechee being rich, and you know, it was a whole another some shit they made up. But
okay,
Trick stayed with the essence of the way we talk. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, people from Cape Fear, North Carolina, all the way down, you know, to the coast of Florida. You know, I fuck with this Geechee shit. Even before Camouflage died, we was trying to do that alliance where we would represent the seaport, you know, as we call it, and try to present the music, but things ain't panning out. There's a lot of shit we had in the works, man, to really try to get a stronghold on this music in our area. And we was doing all this shit independent, so that was the biggest downfall. Like I said, my downfall, and I apologize to all my artists who I ever had a hand in fucking with the music. My personal not getting out of those streets and giving them my all is what caused their careers that couldn't really go as far as they should have gone, even my career. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the streets since I've been 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until, like I say, 2015, my last trip to prison. And from 15 to now is the only time that I am involved as far as the street shit. So everything I do is off the script.
Right.
And I'm proud of it, and that's another reason I'm taking a transition, because my music is different. I can give you old stories about the game. Right now, everything you're going to hear me talking about will be from a third-person perspective. You know what I'm saying? Other than when I'm taking you back to old music. So it'll be more family. I still got some records in the cut now that going to come out. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it'll be a different perspective, but I'm shooting more to the films, because once we get America Street where we try to get it, we try to make it into a series. And all the music that's going to be presented on it is going to be music from the area. Like how they doing with Columbia. I love how they doing that, you know what I'm saying? And they showcasing the city, and we don't want to do it in the same format as Columbia. We want to be able to tell you stories, not just from a street perspective. We want to take it in like how The Wire did.
Yeah.
And they took you from the street level to the office level, the courtroom level, and speak about
all aspects of the game.
All aspects of what's going on in our city and surrounding area, especially with the course of the Scarlett Wilson putting her foot in our ass. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with the corona shit, but we dealing with so much things locally, even with Keith-Summy and North Charleston. It's a lot of politics that people don't understand. The gentrification. I'm all for gentrification, but a lot of cats who had money, they didn't ever have nobody telling them we could gentrify this ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we would see more of what the city is becoming had we knew what to do with our money. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing me and the team of cats that I fuck with, we trying to raise awareness on that. Because even if you're going to rap, build a brand. You know what I'm saying? Capitalize on building a brand. That was our biggest thing. A lot of cats probably couldn't tell you what the fuck Beezle Inc was, but they remember that symbol.
Right.
They remember that van. It was about building a brand. You know what I'm saying? You build a brand, the brand will be around far after the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the main things, man. And I appreciate, you say you reaching out to me, fucking with a cat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
so I appreciate it, man.
You're an inspiration, dog. I mean, I see you from us sitting on the outside. I see you running your label. Then a person like me, coming from similar backgrounds, always had to hustle for what you want. It's like shit, man. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Put my game plan together and execute the game plan. And right now, it's not necessarily my focus. Not necessarily on the music. But you still can apply the same hustle to your podcast and things like that.
Man, and I love, like I said, that's another thing now. You, Colors, it's
PD,
Ice Cold, PD. Because I always got shout out PD. Because PD is one of the hardest grinding motherfuckers I know. You know what I'm saying? And I know PC, man. Bucks don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Bucks ain't never give me shoot a video, but I fuck with PD. You know what I'm saying? Because PD always been the same person, and he grinds non-stop. And anytime me and him not speak, any building blocks they put up against him, he went around that shit and made it happen. So people might not like him, you know what I'm saying, but what he do, you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he got a podcast with his wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and this show you that I really fuck with people. Rather, he think I do, even with Carlos Cartel, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I remember him when he first started off doing the promotion, and the C cats doing what they doing. DJ Chuck T, we had our differences, but I salute all these cats from the city that's doing their thing, because it's major. He shit. Chuck T doing seminars and shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, there's so many cats, man. There's so many days that like we learn. Like I said, I was with the Rough Riders, me and Bump, RIP, in 2000. We was in Vegas with the Rough Riders. We met the moms, the parents of D and WAP and their sister who own the Rough Riders. And that, the mother told us straight up, she said rap is just your outlet. You never know when it's going to, 1 year could change your life. And that's what happened with the Rough Riders. She said she remember when Earl, she called DMX Earl, used to sleep on their couch. And they was ready to give up that rap shit. And 1 year changed their fucking life. So I tell any cat who doing music, stay true to it in your heart. You gotta love it. Don't do it looking to get money out this shit. Cause you put more money into it. Not saying you're not gonna make money. Cause see the Baby and all these cats that y'all see, they didn't come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz didn't come out of nowhere. T.I., these cats didn't come out of nowhere. One thing, Atlanta built on Atlanta. So if you go into Atlanta and try to get on, forget that shit. It's not gonna happen. They got 100, like New York back in the days. You got 100 rap niggas from New York outside the studio.
Yeah.
They're trying to get deals. So for you to go get a deal in New York, you had to be something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same game right now. You got so many cats out now. I just want to see Charleston capitalize on Charleston. I want to see somebody from South Carolina solidify a sound for man. South Carolina.
We need to adopt that West Coast blueprint, independent hustle. And like how them niggas in Texas get down, man. Shit, them niggas ain't concerned what's going on with
you network with people, man. That's the biggest thing is network ain't cost you shit. Ain't shit for you to hit a person video on your shit. Tag somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? Beg up a cat when you're alive, you know what I'm saying, and just beg up a brother who doing something. You know, I can't, man, the little cat off Dorchester Road, man. Razor Drive, because he did a video on top of the A1 store. That shit, I said, oh shit. Man, look here, man. Help you with that one, man. I'm kicking myself right now because I can't remember his name, and I'm seeing it. And I watch a bunch of this, but he been on the A1 store. That made my day right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, little dude, if you out there, you need to comment. Day, you need to know who you are. You need to know who you are, man.
I salute all these cats, man, who might not even know who the fuck I am, but all these young cats out here.
They know, man. They know.
And they doing a lot of unity, man, in their music, man. We just need the older cats to give them that push.
Yeah, you know man, stop hating on the young guys.
Yeah, stop hating on the young guys, man, and promote them, man. Y'all see Langston Hughes, man. You veterans of the game. Promote promote what they doing, man. Share their video, man.
And young guys, when the OGs talking to you, man, it's not always hate, man. Sometimes they're trying to get you some game.
Get you game to get you in another.
To avoid some of the shit that they done been through.
Yeah, that's it, man. Don't take it personal. One thing about this game, you gotta be sociable and able to learn. Don't ever think you bigger because of what you seeing right now. Because you done had so many Charleston rappers that been right here. Never got here. They were right here. And cats tried to reach out to them, and now they here. And in mind, they doing it. But when you look at, I can't dwell on what we did in 99. I can't dwell on what I did in 2003, 2011, 2015. I can't dwell on none of that shit. Because 2015 was the last time I dropped some music. I can't dwell on that shit. That's 2020, right. 5 years later. You know what I'm saying? How I'm going to get my foot in the game. How I'm going to get cats to know who the hell I am. And that's all about relevance. You know what I'm saying? And I love platforms like this. Colors gonna kill me. Because that's my dog. So I got to tell you, I give you the first podcast over Colors. So I know he gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. It's okay. I'll take the bullet for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Colors my man. Colors my man. He be alright.
That's my G. You know what I'm saying?
He be alright.
And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man. I say I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate this.
Cause like I said, man, I'm y'all guys 263 and that whole movement. Niggas can front all they want. That inspired the city, man. Any nigga who out there rapping right now, they got the game from y'all guys, man.
I said that's me personally. Now that hurts me. When you got a cat who come out and say they ain't influenced them, or they don't speak, or they do an interview and they don't speak about 263. I don't give a fuck if you don't talk about Megabucks, but you can't say OZOGM and one of the most prolific writers in the game. Down and Dirty wasn't one of the top groups in the game. Trubia wasn't the most skilled female out there X was the most metaphoric motherfucker in the game. Baby Boom said chills up your spine, and Fat Boy before everybody knew him, and Buff. You know what I'm saying? One of the most wordplay genius in the game. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't say that didn't influence you because we changed the game. Everybody was on East Coast music. We changed the look of the game. South, you could be from the South and represent the South at that time. You know what I'm saying?
You can be from Charleston.
You could be from Charleston and be proud of that shit and represent
hood,
Charleston.
nigga. Like, yeah.
Any cat who came out after that and don't acknowledge that now, that shit, you know,
we had something, man. We had something to fucking represent us, man.
Yeah.
When we school, I'm in college, man. We in Columbia, dog. Like, y'all music was the soundtrack to all rowdiness.
Yeah, I mean, you could compare. Nah, man, y'all got to go back and listen to Cash Money pre-263 before we started fucking with them. The whole lot of things changed with their music after our personal influence, because we didn't have no music out. They only knew us on a level of cats who was trying to do music. You know what I'm saying? And I just leave that at that. But like I say, I love my city. I love all the surrounding areas. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see us prosper and us eat off of what we are, who we are. You know what I'm saying? And the culture. We deserve to eat off that. I want to see an artist make it big. And anything I can do, personally, I'm willing to do that. And I use my Facebook, Jason Antonio West, Megabucks in parentheses. I'm on Instagram, Megabucks843. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Everyday Megabucks843. You know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. You know, when we do America Scream, when we start filming the series, I always put things out public to whoever want to be involved. You know what I'm saying, with things. So just be on the lookout for what we got going on, because it'll be coming. That's one thing about me. If I ever told you I was going to do something, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can check my resume on that. When I told motherfuckers I was going to do a movie, motherfuckers didn't believe
that shit. They did it.
They didn't believe me. Yeah, like Cassie, it disappointed me. Motherfucker, yeah, whatever. You know, we did that shit. You can't take it from us because we was the only all-black cast, all-black written, directed, and all-black movie in the history of South Carolina. Porgy and Bess was an all-black film, but it didn't have a black writer. You know what I'm saying? So we are the only one, a full-length film. You know what I'm saying? So I am so proud of that. Travis Pearson, Kaminsky, the two brilliant minds behind that took me and said, nigga, you can act. You know what I'm saying? Which I still don't believe. But they pushed me to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and we made history.
You got any more projects in the works as far as acting?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little acting about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I try to do some stunts and shit. Yeah. Like I said, even with the America Street series, because the first season is going to be based on our characters from the movie.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So people can see what it was before the movie. But the other stuff going to be current events, Charleston. Everything we're going to be doing in the America Street series is going to involve the history of Charleston. The things we're going to do, we're going to speak on the Charleston 9 and all type of shit that doesn't happen. We're going to try to incorporate that. So when y'all see us start getting on that, please just get on board with what we doing, man. And because, you know, they gentrifying the city. And you have to go back in videos now to really see how
it used to be.
How the city even looked. You know what I'm saying? Like when I did Everybody Knows, I was glad I was able to do that in where everybody was at. You know, everybody heard. Marlon didn't make to the video. I can speak on that. That's still my dude. You know what I'm saying? But he stole on the song, and I apologize to Taylor because Taylor's actually on the song, the album cut, but he didn't make the video cut because at that time our schedules was conflicting. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do another song like that with the new cats who out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I say shout out to, you know, my Beezle Inc family, the 263 Cartel, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Got a fam, AG, Buff, X, Trivia, Baby Boom, Smoking Joe, T-Mac. I said shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And Carolina Pathfinders for what they did, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who came before us, the product, you know, J.D. Hogg, T.R. Flow, you know what I'm saying, Two-Tone, all these cats that came out before us and after us, you know what I'm saying? I was Skip Ski and Double D, I gotta say thank you, you know, for what they did. Prime, Royal Quality, Get Buzzy Girls, all these people that was doing music at that time.
Right.
You know, and everybody who making moves, all the videographers, everybody who got the podcast, Ice Cold, what's up, you know what I'm saying, you know, I can't forget them because they always fuck with the Beezle Inc shit. You know what I'm saying? Them my dudes too. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say what's up to everybody because when you got choices, you got a bunch of different podcasts. Same as the music. Why not spread the love? Everybody get love. You know
Everybody eats, B.
The cool thing is we from the city. We from the surrounding areas. Support each other. You know what I'm saying? Have a forum where we on each other's show. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, it's like this here, man. Why are we letting this thing called jealousy stop us from living a life that we want to fucking live?
Yeah.
We don't want.
Nobody wants to get up and go to work.
Thank you. I don't necessarily want to do that.
Nobody
the rest of my.
Do that. You know
I'd rather come in my shed, have nice intellectual discussions with fellow artists in the area, and we make money like that. So I mean,
and that's money to be made, and it's so easy to get right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these rappers prosper, man. I see, the 3G. I wear all. Shout out to all the fucking clothing lines in the city, cause I wear them all. I gotta hit 717. Ah man, Troy Gallows.
That's my man. Yeah, that's it. 1617 or 1670.
I don't want to say it wrong. He the only person close I got you. You know what I'm saying? And me and him that had conversations, and I support everybody. Shit. Before I go out here and buy, y'all see me when I be wearing Under Armour sports. I'm an athlete kind of dude. I went from a fat boy to athletic dude. So y'all gotta excuse me when I got on a lot of comfortable athletic gear. You know what I'm saying?
And
but as far as me going somewhere in a forum and doing shit, I'd rather support the designers that I know. Before I give my money to Versace, Louis Vuitton, or any cats like that, I'm a rep for Charlie O, 3G. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Support these independent clothing lines. Support
the culture.
These coaches. Support these businesses. Anything in this city. This is why gentrification kills us, because we don't support our own. Before you give your dollar to somebody else who don't give a fuck about you, support your people. Whether you like them or not, that's something from you. When you put that on, wear that with pride, because that was made from somebody in your city.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else do it.
And stop bitching about paying the price, too.
Yeah, because you going to pay the price for some motherfucker who you don't know.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when, now it's different if it ain't quality. But these cats putting out quality merchandise, man. They putting out quality shit. I ain't even want to stand them. They putting out quality shit. And like I said, I don't get paid in no way. Let me solidify that. I do not get paid. When y'all see my posts and I'm wearing people clothes, I don't get my name Bianchi, all of them, I don't get paid for this shit. These are my people and I want to see them eat. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me wearing a hat, shirt, pants, whatever, shoe, flying foreign, I fuck with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to promote them to the death. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to promote the music, the culture, the clothing, anything involved with it. Anybody independent doing something for my city, surrounding areas, I'm going to promote that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just big on that because when I was coming up, you wouldn't have this type of shit going on. There wasn't no place for us to go. There wasn't nothing we could call our own. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have studio. It wasn't no 21st century studio. It wasn't no straight drop studios. It wasn't none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't beat makers who were making beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't. We didn't have none of that. We had to get everything from the mother. We've been rapping over other people's beats. Now y'all cats got it good. Now that's one thing I gotta see. I don't want to see no more Charleston cats rapping over nobody else hit. Let them have that shit.
We got our own shit.
We got our own shit. Y'all got all these original producers out here, man.
Hit them boy up.
Make original hits, man. Don't fucking rap over nobody else shit, man. Don't do that shit. I don't like that. I still support the record if that's all the means they got and they need to be heard. But when I know you got money behind you and you fucking rapping over somebody else, yeah, I ain't fucking with that. Because all you doing is helping that producer and that dude. Put your original shit out. That gonna be here forever. I learned parking. A lot of these cats say, cats might not catch up to my music. I got fucking 10 solo albums. Cats might not catch up to my music till I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But I did it from the heart. So when you go back and listen to I Got This, Grind Mode, Never Be Another, Street Status, Certified Street, HBM, you know what I'm saying? I Got This, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? When you go back and listen to these albums from Megabucks, you be like, okay, damn, Geechee 5. You know what I'm saying? You listen to my albums, you be like, God damn, this where he was at. You know what I'm saying? I was always repping my home and how I felt in my real life and shit like that. My city, that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I do it from the heart because I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love music. Music, but my first love when I had shit else.
Right.
Before I started selling dope, I loved music. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened I was a dope boy before I could get with the music.
Yeah.
But I always had loved music. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta love it. When you love it, let it show. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what nobody else doing. Don't worry about what you think gonna make money. Because when we did 263, we did not formulate that in the facts that we gonna make money. We did it in the fact we want to be heard. We got some talented niggas. You know what I'm saying? They need to be heard. So when we got in and got a fam that this shit, I even want my brothers and some the most talented motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. I'm sitting there like, oh shit. I done brought up people sometimes like, hey, I can't know, man. I can't rap this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got to go ahead like it was friendly competition. That's what made us the way we are, because you only as good as the people around you.
Yep.
If you got a bunch of yes men, because there's a lot of cats who out here, bunch of yes mans behind them. They won't tell them, man, look, man, that shit whack. Don't go in there and do that. That's why I love my Beezle Inc family. They're my artists, but I want them to tell me, look, Bucks, that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a different air than me. You can put out all kind of shit because ain't nobody gonna ever tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, you know. Be able to listen to the cats and just try to make music. When it's coming from your heart, okay. But you gotta also be, if you trying to sell records, you're not doing records for yourself. You take 10 people, 10 songs you got on a record. If 10 of these 10 people, if everyone like a song, even if it's the same song, you did your job. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 10 personalities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I used to do the album thing. I still do albums. I did mixtapes in the 80s. That's why I never did mixtapes when I got older. Because a mixtape to me was DJ Eric B and Corey Hill, when I fucked with them, taking a record. We used to take records from cats before they came out. Like, you know, the DJs get records 6 months, a year before artists came out. I was rapping over cats' instrumentals. They song ain't even came out. We actually had the whole Big Punisher album before they made him change the name to Big Pun. And I've been rapping over his beats, like freestyling. He put a record on Boom Boom. He was hitting the Take 12 vinyl shit. And I wouldn't have a sharp, but I've been on that, you know what I'm saying? I've been on that la la. You know what I'm saying? I was sharper. You know what I'm saying? And so he could switch records and I wouldn't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? But that was hip hop to me, and that's what I knew, you know?
Yeah.
And as I got older, I got more into the storytelling and want to make sense out of record, and I want you to be to visualize what I'm seeing, what's going on, and you know, the pain I'm going through, shit like that, you know? And that's what I love a lot of the records now. I wish it would tone down a little bit more in the killing, because everybody want to kill. I don't hear the little cats ain't having fun no more. God damn, ain't nobody fucking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody shooting some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know, like I said, I like VT now, because he do the party shit. And that girl, Poorer.
That's it.
Okay. Man, I love that fucking girl.
That's it.
Her voice, and she just go in. She just got a reality about her music. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, okay, I like that. You know, and that's what Charleston is about. They got a real shit.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
real shit. Hey, we ain't walk around here with no motherfucking all this designer shit on. We ain't about to do that, because niggas will rob you. We in the chuck.
There's definitely not no fantasy world around.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff just be unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of shit cats rap about. You catch the Fed charges if you really doing this shit you talk about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So gotta be mindful of it. You know, the difference between entertainment, you know, we got some cats, that's what they do. I can't knock that, you know. Whenever you feel gonna be successful for you, but be able to handle criticism. Because everybody ain't gonna like you. That don't mean stop doing what you're doing. If somebody criticizes you, listen sometime and just make yourself better. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I want to see somebody blow, man. I want to see the podcast blow, something. Just don't forget about me when you blow up. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about your boy.
I ain't gonna forget about
Let me come on in, even if I just come on in and say, yo, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna forget about
Let me come on in and get a little love, you know what I'm saying? But I say, I wanted, like I said, with the America Street thing, the series, that is gonna be my reach out to every artist in the city, because I don't want to have nothing but original music from here. You know, we let them view the scene and make the soundtrack from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to do. You know, Kaminsky and Travis Pearson, man, they're my big brothers, man, and I love them to death because they believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You know, my brother Big Beezle, he believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Right.
You know, I was down on myself about this music shit. Like, man, fuck this. You know, D Beezle and Spoon, God bless my little brother. You know, passed, and you know, man, you know, they believed in me. You know, that I can make this happen and continue to do music and bump. You know what I'm saying? God bless. You know, they believed in me. Like, yo, Bucks, you got something going on. Bob got a fam. These cats was the cats who was always lifting me when I was to the bottom. You know, as far as mentally. Because this game is mental. Don't get it fucked up and think it ain't. Because you got to be mentally prepared to share your life with people. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mentally prepared to put together music. Everybody is not blessed with that. You might see 100 niggas trying to rap, but everybody's not blessed with the talent to rap. You got to do something else. Like, I can't go out here shooting no fucking basketball. Right. That ain't for me to do. And you got to face that reality. Once you find something that you good at, you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
go all out with it.
It ain't for everybody now. It ain't for everybody. Some people are better at podcasts, doing podcasts and speaking to people, and you know what I'm saying, videographer. You know, you can try everything. That don't mean you good at everything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stick with what you doing. But it don't hurt to try nothing. You can try everything until you find what you're good at,
and then go all the way in with it.
You know what I'm saying? But I said, man, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you need me, I got you, bro.
Yeah, man. So that wraps up. We just had a great interview with Megabucks.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
He came through the shed, baby. Keep on pushing. I'm working on something. I'm trying to work on something, man. I want to put the city on, Bucks, man.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, man. You know, I with you.
It's a lot of history to Charleston that shouldn't be forgotten.
Yeah, man.
And it's gonna take, you know, for people like yourself, man, you know, just tell your story. Not on my podcast, on your own, other people ones.
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't fucking with the podcast shit right now. I coming to be on y'all shit. Just leave a slot for me.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, that's what they always say. Like you caught that acting bug.
No, see, that's the difference. Let me specify. See, you put work in right here. That ain't for me. That's why I never try to be a producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I made a beat one time on the Groove Box. The Swall fuck around and come behind me and try to add some shit and he erased that shit. I said, man, fuck that shit. I know producer there for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
shit on purpose.
I stay in my lane.
Niggas, that shit been white.
You know what I'm saying? No, the shit been right, but he was trying to add another sound to it. And I did that shit on the hamburger. So like, nah, that ain't for me. I leave that to the beat makers.
Yeah.
You know, my nigga Ric Flair, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dan Scott. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to them, you know what I'm saying? The Baby Breeze and them cats who doing them phenomenal beats. I shot these cats, I ain't get a track for them. Why I lie? I got a Baby Breeze trash. Drew, you know what I'm saying? These cats, 20D, I leave that to them.
Yeah.
BB Slum, you know what I'm saying? I leave that to them. You know, them cats who do that beat. I stay in my lane with that shit, man. Because you got, like I say, Charleston, the surrounding area, Carolina, is not lacking in talent. We just lacking in the simplest thing, because you don't have to be unified to share somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're on the internet, you have a platform, and you got fans. Showcase somebody else. Yeah. Just for the simple fact, you don't want people to get tired of you.
We gotta create the scene, man. We gotta make this shit happen, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just, motherfucker just ain't gonna be like, oh, what's going on in Charleston? Nah, man, we gotta make them niggas interested in this shit, man.
And they gotta realize that you eat Burger King every day, you will eventually get tired of Burger King.
Yeah.
So you gotta show the love, man. That's all it is, man. Even if you don't like the cat, if you know you're doing good music, man, promote that shit, man. Unless you just personally got some shit like, I say, you know, I got personal shit by far. Certain shit that cats do, I can't condone supporting them talking about certain music. I can't.
Yeah, we don't support no rapping.
Yeah, I can't.
That's what we gonna end on that note.
Yeah, I can't support that, but you know what? As far as, you know, unify the music, cause I'm a street dude first. Now that's me speaking personally for me. Like that shit, that boy Tekashi Webb and
Yeah, we ain't with that.
That type of shit thing, what the fuck?
But there's a lesson to be learned from that. If you sit back and observe the situation, there's a lesson to be learned, fellas. Yeah. And I mean, I'll let you do that on your own.
Yeah, you got to do that on your own. Make your own determination. I still got my personal feelings about things and people that I don't agree with, and I ain't gonna sway on that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when it comes to this city and good people who are representing the music, that's what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna never stop till I drop dead. Y'all gonna always remember me promoting somebody. Look at my Facebook, I could be sharing somebody every day. I go on my Facebook and I tell all my friends happy birthday. They don't even tell me happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Every fucking day. I tell you, if I miss your shit 2 or 3 days later, I go back on that bitch and I say happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? I say I be trying to really work the social media, you know what I'm saying? Because I had cats inbox me that got shit going on, real shit going on. I give my number, call me. And they ask me how to deal with shit. Like, okay, I deal with this, man. No, that's how you do it. Because sometimes I learn with music. We got a letter. T-Mac got a song on his album called Mom, I Love You, Mama. And that year we did that album, it was a little fella in Georgia. He wrote a letter to us about how he lost his mom and how much that song meant to him. And shit like that, that's what you live for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude, if I can help you any kind of way, man, I'm going to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's money and all that other shit. I said I've been getting people since a long, long time. It's not to get money. Taking your money and using it to help others. Because when you die, that money gone. That money ain't going with you. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't going with you. So what can your money do to help somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I stunt on I can down on my fucker for stunting, because that's what I did too. But at the same time, I ain't gonna never tell you the good without the bad. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you the good and the bad at the same time. You might not like it, but that's the reality. When you look out your door, that's reality. This ain't no scripted reality show. You look outside, the reality I talk about, that's what the fuck you gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't escape it.
Nah, you can't escape that.
And on that note, we out, folks.
For sure.
Y'all have a good one.